What is up, guys? This is Shocks Designs, and today I'm going to show you how to make an awesome 3D graffiti text like I did over here on my desktop. So we're going to go to Cine 4D on my old projects. What do I want to do? So what you're going to do is you're going to go to Render Settings, Output. I'm already there. And the resolution, you're going to change it to 1280. We'll go by 720, which would be safe, I'd say. Like that. Perfect. Awesome. So just to let you guys know, I have the old version of Cinema 4D. It's an older update, so a little bit of my things are going to be different. Not too much, but a couple of them. Like for instance, we're going to go to MoGraph, and mine is called Text Object. If you're running the newer update, yours would say MoText. So whatever one you have, whatever update, just click it. Either MoText or Text Object. So now I have my text object out here. I'm going to center it a little bit so you guys can see it better. Cool. So under Object Properties, you're going to change the depth to 100, like so. I'm going to show you what it does. It looks like this. Pretty cool. We're going to change the text so it says Shocks. What the hell? I'm feeling crafty. Shocks. Like so. And then we're going to change the font. I am using this one, which is known as Raise 1 Original. I will put a download for the font in the description so you guys can get it. Looks like that. It's pretty cool. Yeah, we'll use this font. I also have a different font, but we'll use this one. I might put the other one in the description if I can find it. It's the one I have on my desktop. But anyways, let's get started. So we're gonna go to caps, start. We're gonna put fillet cap and fillet cap, like so. So now we're done with that. It's gonna look like this. Pretty cool. Back it up a little bit. So what you're gonna do is come down to this little box over here. Go to File, Shader, Nuki, so you guys can see it. Click that. This blue orb will show up. You want to double click on that. Go to Diffuse A, change the color. Now comes your creativity. You can change the color to whatever color you want. For this tutorial, I'm gonna run a cyan. Like that. Not bad. You could play with the colors if you want later on. Like you could change this to, you know, the same color and whatnot. I'm gonna do it because I like the way it comes out. Because the colors change when you render it. It's like darker or lighter sometimes. This will pretty much be the exact color as what you put. So what you're gonna do is take it, and you can play around with that when you do it. So you're gonna drag it onto your text. What the hell just happened? Drag it onto your text. Do that. Not too impressive. I mean, yeah, it could be more. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna have tag, and you're gonna go to selection, and you're gonna put a capital C and a number 1. Oops, that's not capital. Make sure it's capital. What the hell is going on? I have cap locks on. Alright, so capital C number 1. So then what that's gonna do is it's gonna make like a silver outline around it. So now what you're gonna do is come down here and double click so it makes a gray material. So you wanna double click on the orb. Color, I'm gonna put white. I'm gonna change the brightness a little bit. This is gonna be your creativity again. You can play around with the brightness, you know, the luminosity, whatever. But for this tutorial, I'm gonna put the brightness at 87, and you're gonna come down to luminosity. Check that. Bring down the brightness a bit on this one. It's about 50-ish. Reflection, you wanna check that. Make sure it's checked. We're gonna bring the brightness down a bit, quite a bit. Maybe like 16. Texture, you're gonna go to Fresnel, and the max strength you're gonna bring down to about, I don't know, whatever you want. I'm gonna bring it down to like 12. You can X out of that once you're ready to go, and then you're gonna take it and you're gonna drag it up on your text like you did earlier. Now you're gonna say, what the hell, it covered up all my blue. You're just gonna change that real quick. You're gonna take up here this little, the orb thing, and you're gonna drag it in front of the blue one. Oh, that didn't work. Is it not working? Okay, there you go. Just like that. Boom. So now, if you want to see what it looks like, or what it's going to look like when you save it, you click this little button up here. And it'll... So that's what my text's going to look like. Pretty cool. So I'm going to keep it like that. So I'm just going to click on that. So now we're going to save it. We're going to save it to wherever. So we're going to go to Render Settings again. save, pick my path, and put mine desktop. I'm name the text tutorial, like so. Save. Alright, so this is where it's gonna be different. I'm gonna show or explain how people with the new update are gonna save it. So people with the new update, the newer Cinema 4D, pay attention. You're gonna go to Format, and if you want to save it for Photoshop, like you want to edit it and whatnot, and have a transparent background behind the text, then you would want to save it as PNG. I don't have it obviously, but you would save it as PNG and put alpha channel on. And then if you don't want to have the transparent background and you just want to save it as a picture, save it as whatever you want, JPEG, whatever, and uncheck alpha channel. And then if you want to bring it into Photoshop, black background, doesn't really matter. You could save it as a Photoshop, you don't have to, whatever you want. For the people with like me who are stuck with the old update, here's what you can do. If you want to bring into if you don't want to bring into Photoshop, it'll have a black background. Just save it as a JPEG or whatever. If you want to bring it into Photoshop and have a transparent background, I'm going to show you how to do it using Photoshop. So you're going to save it as a Photoshop file, PSD, and then once you're done setting all this crap, you can just X out and then click this button up here. This is what's going to save it to your path. So now it's going to render my shit. So there's the text. Now you can close out, minimize this. It should be right here on my desktop as I saved it. So now we're going to open this up. I already have Photoshop open, so it should work. Just going to have to wait a sec here. It's going to take a couple seconds. So there's my text. See how it has a black background? Shitty, right? So I'm going to show you how to take that off in like seconds. So you're going to double click on this layer. Doesn't matter what the name is. I'm just going to leave the layer O. Okay. That unlocks it. As you notice, it took the lock icon off. People probably know this, but I'm just going to explain it for the newbies. So you're going to take the magic wand tool, and you're going to click the black, and then just delete it. And you're going to find all those little black particles and delete them. You know, it's going to take a while for you to go through them. You might have to zoom in a little bit. Take away those black pieces or particles, or the hell you want to call them. Yeah, that's good enough, I guess. Might as well. Okay, that's good. So now what you're going to do is now you have your transparent background. You're just going to have to take it and drag it into your other project. Like so. There you go. So, it's a little extra work you have to do, but you know what? At least it gets it where you want it. It's like I said, when you go back in here, you know, you can play around with the colors and do whatever you want and have fun with it. But, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed.